Heavy breathing through all emotions I'm feeling, and all the emotions I'm weeping, and all devotions that leave me. Believe me, it ain't been easy with falling loosey, deceiving the tribulations within me, but masqueraded as easy, you feel me? It ain't been easy. Here we go, YouTube, let's get to it. What up? My name is Riz Ill, and I'd like to welcome you back to my channel. And today we are continuing the REN Sick Boy album. Today we're going to be doing 8 to 10. I'm going to be releasing 8 to 10 in terms of their reactions. And this 8th one, track 8, is titled REN Suicide. Is that suicide? Because the other I is like capital and the first I is like an exclamation mark. So I think it's suicide. So it's titled REN Suicide. It's the official music video. And I'm going to be reacting to it. So without further ado, 1 minute. Volume levels, everything is set. Let's get to it. Alright.
Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. I'm so fucking lonely beneath this. Narcissistic, can't keep a secret. Miscount sheep, I can't sleep on misfits. Some say trouble, but some say sadistic. Bruises my brother, one time or the other. My skin felt counterfeit, silicone rubber. Bruises my sister, skin pop the blister. Dig deep, resist the feeling when it hits you. Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Sick boy, living like a tech boy. I'm so fucking washed up and seasick. Masochistic kid with a split lip. 6 feet deep, I can't eat, I'm nervous. Won't stay down cause my body purges. Useless my mother, can't keep in my supper. Skin so pale cause my cheeks leak colour. Truth is my father, you choose your karma. Draw for the sword then drive through the armour. Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. 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 It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch. I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job. I locked my youth inside a trunk, inside a pickup truck, then dumped the whole thing over that same bridge, and now you jumped. I think about that sometimes, vividly. What it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in a world of possibility. Only one movement to expose our fragility. I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as well. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Sega, Justin, Stevie and the fucking lads. I miss missing that. I numb myself to close the gap. I never even call them up. The distance is my plaster cast. The truth is to the day you jumped, my childhood jumped too. But I still can't find the anger. All I find is missing you, man. I miss you. With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying, and holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine. Now the way that it works, cause I was late like a jerk. There's not a day where I can find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wake to the hurt. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you.
First, I think it's wonderful that what he's doing with the production in terms of even like resampling music that he already has on the album. He's resampling himself for like intermissions within the track, and that's really dope in terms of the creativity part. In terms of the storyline of this track, okay, wait, he was discussing the different things that go into the mind of someone who is like suicidal. I don't know listen. I've been suicidal, but I don't know whether like my experiences are everything that everyone else experiences in terms of their suicidal like thoughts or tendencies and stuff. I've been suicidal. My father was suicidal, um, but I don't know whether like because over here the things that he explained, obviously, like in the first part of the track before the switch up where he starts talking about his friend, he's describing every single part of the aspect of the suicide, which is first like your mind being jumbled up and everything, and you experiencing all these thoughts at once, and I don't know how to explain it. And then even noticing different things about like noticing the world differently, noticing different things about people, noticing like how lucky some are than others. You start you really here's how you know in terms of so in no, how do I put it, because I don't know how to even explain it. But everything he described is literally things that I've personally experienced and stuff. Because here's the thing, I've been suicidal, then I said my father also, and then I've had two different friends who have been suicidal and stuff, and have told me about it. One friend I managed to save that one night, or help that one night, and hey man, there's so many. Suicide is all around, man. I even remember a girl in high school, bro. She was texting one of the guys that we know and stuff, and she was like leaving all these like different like weird messages and stuff before she killed herself. And he ran to her house that night, and bro, because he knew like she was about to do something bad. By the time he got there and told the parents, hey, where's your daughter, and they went into the room, she was gone. And it's a lot, man. It's a lot dealing with this shit. It's really a lot. I can't even it's a train of thought that, honestly speaking, you have to go into a deep conversation within yourself in terms of breaking it down. Because I don't think normal people, I'm not going to say like normal people like they're normal and we not, but like people who haven't experienced it's hard to explain it for them to understand. Like my mother, out of like the three of us, in terms of like this side of the family, because it's like for the longest it was me, my mother, and my father. I was the only child, and then like he had a child with another woman. He had like an affair and shit. So like on this side, I don't know about that side, on my sister's side with her mother. But on this side, my mother is the only one who I don't know whether she's experienced it, but from how she talks and how she whatever and her mindset, she's never experienced it. So it's hard to explain it to a woman like her. Um, what goes into the minds of people such as these or as us or whatever, in terms of suicidal thoughts and tendencies and going through all these emotions and stuff. Because for them, they just believe, it's a waste of life. If you want to kill yourself. No one is gonna cry for whatever, or like no one is like the world will go on, etc. And it's like, no, man, it's not as simple as like a contest of wills or whatever within your mind. I don't know if you just like check my train of thought. It's not as easy as like a contest of wills, or like willing your mind out of like suicidal thoughts. It's like a trap. It's like, that's I've watched all the Twilight movies. um, but you know that thing where that vampire, she had that power where she can like make you see whatever she wants you to see. So she can blind you and make you see like the Amazon rainforest, or make you see like she can put you in a different environment and stuff, and you don't even know. It's so real. You don't even know that whether it's fake or not. That's suicide for anyone who hasn't experienced it. That's the thought process. There's things in this world that are obvious reasons as to why you shouldn't commit suicide and you shouldn't do it, despite how fucked up this world gets. But you are so blinded by everything that's in your mind and everything that's pushing you to that edge. that you don't even see it. Like people don't. I think now is a very opportune time that we're in, and honestly, we should take advantage of it because people have never discussed this truly. Like this time, like during my time of having those thoughts and all of that, when I heard the story of Kurt Cobain, when I started listening to Nirvana, I was just sitting here thinking, how did these people not take, like, go the extra mile to help this dude, and he was allowed three chances to kill himself? Like three chances to just be alone and kill himself. Like he was allowed three chances, but the third time I think he shot himself. Like, to what extent do people like finally decide to get involved? Because all those instances that I've mentioned to you in terms of my personal life, in terms of things that I've gone on, when I was going through that, no one was there. I literally, by the grace of God, literally God pulled myself out of it by myself. I could be dead right now. Like all of this could be gone. No one was there for me. My mom, she didn't really know what was happening, and she wouldn't even have known how to deal with it because I've just told you about her mindset and the way she is. She just doesn't understand these things. My father, he was alone as a man and all of that. No one really took into account his feelings and whatever his flaws. So he had to deal with his suicidal thoughts by himself and the blood pressure and everything to the point where he had a stroke. And now my father is not normal at all anymore. Like he can't speak, he can't. So that happened. My friends, in terms of like those two, one of them I didn't get to because I didn't really know what he was talking about, and he was asking me weird questions. He came to me months later and told me, oh, I was about to kill myself, and that's why I was asking you these weird questions. That was a shocker. And then the other one, I just managed to help. He had no one. At the time where he was fine, he had everyone. He had the girlfriend, he had the family, he had all these people. But at the time when he was at his lowest, I was the only one there. You see what I mean? Most of these things, honestly, just like how Ren said, like he wished he could have done this and that for his friend and pulled him off and they could have cried together and all of that. Most of these things just need a more helping hand and a more of a presence from like your fellow man in terms of pulling you off the ledge. Because not everyone ends up in a story where they manage to get them or pull themselves out of it. You know, me, freaking heavyweight champion of the world, Tyson Fury, him also, he freaking crashed his car when he was, I don't know, he was high on cocaine or something like that. And then he just, that was such a life-changing moment for him. He pulled himself out of that state. Suicide is a crazy thing to really explain, and I'll be rambling on for another 10 minutes, honestly speaking, if I keep going. Leave your likes and comments below. Likes, comments, subscriptions, post note, hit the post, yeah, all of that shit that I say usually at the end of these videos, and tell me your opinions on this topic.